Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1. Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports.
Hello, golf fans. Welcome into another edition of From the Rough. It's America's favorite golf podcast, powered by FanStream Sports. Make sure you head over to fanstreamsports.com regularly for all of the up-to-date, not just golf world, sports world in general. All of our great podcasts, all of our great written articles, original pieces every single day, up and running just for you, our favorite golf fans. If you are a fan of the Johnny Free From the Rough, then you are in for a treat because Johnny is wheels up heading to Pebble Beach. Yeah, I know. Tough assignment. I know, but you're stuck with me for today. He will be back on Wednesday for our preview show, but you know, if we were going to pick an episode for a solo show for me, I think this was the one because the golf world gave us one of those weekends where you sit back and you say, yeah, we're watching something special. What do I mean by that? I mean, Scottie Scheffler. 20 wins. Tiger Woods. Jack Nicklaus. That's it. That's the list. And Scottie just punched his ticket. We will also hit on some major performances across the golf landscape, from the Korn Ferry Tour to the Champions Tour to Dubai, because this weekend quietly told us a lot about where the game is headed in 2026. Of course, Johnny has his picks recap for the American Express. He recorded that before he jumped on the plane. Sent it to me. I didn't have time to edit it, guys, so we're just going to roll with it. And editing be damned. I don't know what he said. I don't know how he said it. So it's on him. We're just going to let it roll. You know what? Just like it's live. I can't control what he says when this thing's live, when he's here. So we're just going to roll with whatever Johnny says in his little, 2.5 minute recording to recap his picks. And it was a good week for Johnny. We will get into that, obviously. But let's get into the PGA Tour, boys and girls. It is a recap Monday. Scottie Scheffler hits 20. What it really means. Scottie winning the American Express wasn't just another trophy lift. This was a career-defining win. PGA 20 PGA Tour victories in 151 starts. Only Tiger and Jack got there faster. Only Tiger and Jack got there faster. Let that breathe for a second. We throw around greatness way too easily in modern sports, but this feels different. This is statistical. This is historical. And for all of the faults I find with Scottie Scheffler, this is undeniable greatness. And the scary part about all of this, boys and girls, Scottie didn't even look like he was going full throttle. He entered one shot back on Sunday of Siwoo Kim. No drama, no panic. And then, boom, opening hole dart from 4 feet, birdie, tied for the lead. From that moment on, the tournament was over. And what stood out to me was not just the score, a final round 66, 27 under, a score that I absolutely hate on the PGA Tour. But no, it wasn't the score. It was how he got there. Short birdie putts, wedges dialed into 5-6 feet, no hero shots, no chaos, no impressive saves, just surgery. And remember, this is his season debut. He hasn't eased into 2026. He walked straight into La Quinta and reminded the entire tour who owns the belt right now. And the big takeaway for me, we are officially in the era where the weekly question isn't, can Scottie win? But the question now becomes, who can beat Scottie and win? That's Tiger era talk. That's Jack era talk. And look, I'm not the biggest
Scottie Scheffler
fan in the world. Everyone knows this who watches this show. But he has earned this. And it is nothing short of a miracle and impressive feat to watch over the past few years. And it just looks like it's getting better. He's 29. It looks like it's going to get better before it goes away. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Let's talk about the guys who actually played well, because sometimes second place tells you more than first. Ryan Gerard finishes tied for second at 23 under. If you're not paying attention to him yet, you certainly should be. We talked about him on our preview show on Wednesday. 3 runner-up finishes now across 2 tours. Confidence building, short game improving. This wasn't a fluke for Ryan. This is a player trending toward a breakthrough win. Mark it down. Ryan Gerard is winning on tour this season, and it might happen fast. Props to Siwoo Kim. He had this tournament right in front of him until the par 5 8th on Sunday. 1 bad hole, 1 double bogey, and against Scottie Scheffler. That's the difference between contention and chasing shadows. But still, for Siwoo Kim, it was encouraging. When he putts well, he's dangerous. His ball striking is elite. His ceiling is high. Also wanted to give props to Blades Brown. What an impressive kid this is. Yes, he's a kid. He's 18 years old. Played in the final group, standing next to the best golfer on the planet. He didn't blink. He didn't fold. Yeah, the water ball on 5 hurt him. Yes, he faded a little bit late on Sunday, but that experience, you can't buy that. Blades Brown is going to be a name we hear for a very long time. So congrats to Scottie on win number 1 this season, number 20 overall, joining Rare Air with Jack and with Tiger. I wanted to make sure we had time today to get the Korn Ferry. So before we get into the Korn Ferry, the champions, and the DP a little bit, let's go ahead and get Johnny's breakdown of his American Express betting from last week. He had a somewhat good week. We'll let him tell you about it. Again, unedited, have not seen this video. I don't know what he talks about. We all know from listening to these things, sometimes Johnny has a way of, he thinks he's on the show and he does a little show by himself that I usually have to edit some of that stuff out. I didn't have time to do any of that today. So we're just going to listen to Johnny the way he recorded it. He might cuss, but I doubt it because he had a pretty good week. Johnny, why don't you tell us about your week?
Good morning, everybody. John Gerber here, host of From the Rough Golf Podcast, here on a Monday recap for last week's tournament. The American Express. Sorry, everybody. It's just been a long few days here. Hunkered down here in Dallas, Texas. I will not be on the show tonight as I'm trying to catch a flight to Pebble Beach to play a golf tournament. So wish me luck. I can get out first, and then if I get lucky there, then I don't really need any luck after that. So this is the hard part, getting there, but I will not be on the show. Tim will be handling it for us as always. Great Monday recaps for him. But just wanted to go over the our betting for the week. We had another profitable week like last week. Very small profit last week, but a little bit better this week, cashing in on both of our top 20s and our top 10. Didn't get a winner, but again, 2 weeks back-to-back, profit just a little bit. So our top 10 was Siwoo Kim plus 350. We told you it was a good play. He tried to give it away there at the end but made a birdie there on the 16th hole and on the 17th hole, and helped us out a lot there to jumping back in that top 10. But we cashed in plus 350. Both of our top 20 picks hit, which was great. Ryan Gerard at plus 250 and Matt McCarty at plus 320. So if you add all those up, what does that up to? That adds up to 700, 900, 900, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 920. 920 on the cashing ticket side. So you take that off and you minus your 500. We had $800 in play, 8 bets, however you decided, 880, 800. So if you deduct the 320 or the 920 from the 500, you make 420. We did go 1-1 on our matchups. We did lose 20 there. So 1, 2, and 1 for the year on our matchups, but we did we did lose a little bit on the juice there, minus the 120. But hey, look, another profitable week, like we just said, plus $400 for the week, and plus 470 for the year. So plus 70 last week. So hey, if we keep getting on that plus side, we're going to hit a winner here pretty soon. But again, apologize, I won't be on the show. Tim's going to take it home. Just want to give you a quick recap. Remember, follow us every Wednesday. We're going to do another Wednesday show to preview the Farmers. We always do well at the Farmers, so pay attention to that. So if you're out there where the weather's hitting, be safe, and we will talk to you again on Wednesday.
And there you go. There's Johnny's recap. It wasn't quite so bad. I wish he'd done a little bit of math before he did the recording. That gave me a headache. I don't know what numbers he was throwing out there. I hope you guys understood all of that, because I didn't have my slide rule or my abacus here to try to figure out what math he was trying to do. But I don't know if his math was mathing very well. But if you checked it, let me know. Let me know in the comments here if his math worked out for you. I just saw a bunch of, I had to close my eyes and I saw that meme that you see the dude with all the equations going around. That's kind of where I was as my eyes were closed during that. But yeah, good week for Johnny. We will give you Johnny's winning picks and my dartboard picks. And by the way, I think we're coming up with a new way for me to do my picks next week or this week on Wednesday. Kind of a surprise for everybody. We're not going to reveal what it is here, but of course, everybody knows my dartboard picks are what we've called them for years and years and years, where they're not actually dartboard picks. I do a little bit of research, not nearly what Johnny does. Mine are not the ones you bet. Johnny's are the ones that you bet. But I've come up with a new way in the studio for me to make my picks, and it's going to be live during the show that I will do my picks, not ahead of time. But and then Johnny, of course, will follow with his actual picks that y'all should be paying attention to. But we can't wait for that on Wednesday. We're going to have some fun with it. We are From the Rough right here, powered by FanStreamSports.com, America's favorite golf podcast. I'm IndyCarTim. We're going to take a quick break, pay some bills, listen to our amazing sponsors right here, come back and talk a little Korn Ferry Champions and DP World Tour right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim, back after this.
Hi, golfers. IndyCarTim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Sports fans, it's time to gear up. Head to FanStreamSports.com and check out our brand new merchandise store. We're talking bold t-shirts, 3/4 zips, hoodies, hats, mugs, and more. Everything you need to rep your favorite shows and your favorite crew. Whether you're rolling with the JP Peterson Show in Tampa Bay, From the Rough in Dallas, the Tim May Show featuring Clay Hall, or the Jeff Thidoff Show in Ohio, or any of our FanStream Sports original programming, we've got the perfect look for game day and every day. So don't wait. FanStreamSports.com. Click merch and grab your gear now. Wear the stream, live the stream. FanStreamSports.com.
Hey, folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now.
Back to the show on FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to From the Rough right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCarTim solo show on a recap Monday as Johnny is maybe on his way to Pebble Beach where the weather is much nicer than here in the DFW area. It was a brisk 8 degrees this morning after we've had a couple of days of really just ice. It snowed a little bit here in North Texas, as you know, most of the country is undergoing this, dealing with this storm. But we didn't really have a lot of snow. We just had a lot of ice. I bet you there's 4 to 6 inches of ice still on the ground. And the sun's finally out today, but it is still cold. Nothing's melting. The roads are still horrendous. No one went to work today. Things are closed. We're not supposed to be above freezing here in DFW until like noon tomorrow on Tuesday. And even then, it's still hovering in the mid to upper 30s and for a high. And I don't know what's going to melt. I'm hoping I can make it into the studio Wednesday for my series of shows that I do every Wednesday for you guys. But enough of what I'm dealing with. Let's talk a little Korn Ferry and a little Champions and a little DP World Tour as Ian Holt breaks through with his first Korn Ferry Tour win at the Bahamas. It wasn't pretty. 5 bogeys on Sunday, but it was tough. And toughness, boys and girls, in case you didn't know, will win you professional golf tournaments. Now, 5 bogeys on Sunday usually does not win you a professional golf tournament. As a matter of fact, that sometimes is the definition of what loses you a professional golf tournament. But Ian Holt got it done. And he is what player development looks like in the modern era. Years of grinding, learning how to protect a lead, and then closing under pressure. Holt now has full status and momentum. Don't be surprised if he sneaks onto the PGA Tour and hangs around a little bit. I'm expecting some good things from Ian as he continues to come up. Over there on that Champions Tour, boys and girls, we have another dominant player, if you're not following along there, scoring at home. Stewart Cink is quietly building one of the most impressive late career runs that I've ever seen. As he wins on the Champions Tour over the weekend, a bogey-free 64, back-to-back Champions Tour wins, leading the field in birdies and driving distance at 52 years old. Cink is not just competing, he is dominating that thing. And when a veteran finds confidence and rhythm at that stage of his career against that competition, you better look out. All I can say to you, Stewart, is you better rack up those wins and enjoy it now, because rumors are Tiger Woods is joining your tour. And if that happens, we'll probably talk about this on Wednesday a little bit. If that happens, you might get pushed to the side a little bit. Nothing against Stewart. That's the goal, is for Tiger to join that thing, bring a lot more money, TV presence, and fan presence to it. And I've stated how I feel about the Champions Tour, the Seniors Tour, as I still refer to it, because those guys that are playing on the Seniors Tour, Champions Tour, are all the guys that I watched in the height of my golf interest / playing time when I played in high school competitively and right out of high school. You know, all of those guys were the guys that I watched every week. So there's a lot of sentimental value there for me watching the Champions Tour, watching, you know, guys like Corey Pavin and just, good God, I don't know. I just, that was my era, man. And I mimicked a lot of those guys' games back in the day. Freddie Couples was my favorite golfer back then. I still think he's got the most beautiful swing I've ever seen, even at his advanced age. But thank God for the Champions Tour. We get to still watch all of these guys. And if they can add Tiger to it, God, how much more greater would that be? Let us not fail to give some love to Patrick Reed, who stayed calm in Dubai over there on that DP World Tour. As Patrick Reed did what Patrick Reed tends to do. He stayed patient. He absorbed all of the pressure, and he pulled away late. This was not flashy. It was very professional. Reed weathered an early push. He took advantage of mistakes, and he parred his way home. Whether you love him or hate him, this week was a reminder that Patrick Reed knows how to win big tournaments. And whatever you think of Patrick Reed, good or bad, he is still able to win big tournaments, and, you know, maybe not so big tournaments sometimes, but it is what it is. So lots of love to Patrick Reed, to Stewart Cink, and to Ian Holt winning on those other tours. And of course, all of the love that we have to continue to give, and we probably will continue to have to give to one
Scottie Scheffler,
who broke out with his 20th PGA Tour win this week. With many more. I haven't looked at like prop bets for the PGA Tour. I don't know what the over-under is for Scottie to win this year. I mean, would you place the over-under for him now that he's won here in January at 6, 5.5? Who's taking the under on that right now on January 26th? If I put the over-under at 5.5, who of you for Scottie is taking the under? I'm not. I might go 6.5 and still take the over. But amazing week for Scottie and for the rest of the boys. Look, here's the theme this week as we sort of close things down here. The hierarchy of golf is clarifying. Scottie Scheffler is the standard. The challengers are improving, but the gap there still exists. The next generation, though, is coming fast. Across every tour, experience still matters. John Gerber will be back with us on Wednesday from Pebble Beach, probably with some stories that I'm not emotionally prepared for, but he'll give us nonetheless. And until then, we appreciate you guys tuning in, listening on the podcast, because when history is happening in real time, you don't want to miss it, boys and girls, and that is what we are dealing with right now in the world of golf. So I certainly appreciate you guys tuning in, listening on the recorded podcast. We'll be back Wednesday with another From the Rough Golf Podcast right here on FanStream Sports. Always live on Mondays and Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Central, 6 o'clock Eastern. It's easy for me to say. Always live at fanstreamsports.com, YouTube, X, Facebook. Just find it, fanstreamsports.com. Live videos are always embedded there when we do our live shows, as well as the catalog of old podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts, you're welcome to find From the Rough. We will be back Wednesday. Until then, boys and girls, y'all keep hitting them straight. We'll see you.